poem. Telling a man to write a poem, said Carl Sandburg, is like telling a pregnant woman to have a red-haired baby. 7-year-old Sadie Heller said, writing a poem gets my brain moving. From where do they wing in these wisps that would be poems? A sight, a sound, a smell, and you're back in 4th grade memorizing the flawless Dawn Oki. Come play with me, do the laundry later, nudges the notion. I'll hide, you seek. You start there, I'll hide you here behind this tree. No, not the willow weeping over your mother's grave. This one, with the woodpecker going at it out on a limb. Now you're in the garden. Now you're peering into the cool green velvet moss, hunting elves and fairies. We nearly saw one that once. All right, you're fading. Go. Come back, though, because you'll miss this bliss. Go, gather more data, he warned. You'll find what we have is very rare. True, he was riddled with no. I, though, am spilling with yes. I am the bells of Christmas. Cinnamon toast in a wasso, flooring it to Ann Arbor. I am Sharon, swing Audrey Angel's tomatoes and Donna's new breasts. I am that Phoebe Snow song, and Tim's at the door. My underwear is on fire, but I'm freezing. I am Fred Astaire's shadow, Mrs. Moucher's umbrella, and Jam's old cat. I will never stop meddling, muttering, and mattering. Call me maddening. At times I am iambic. I am poetry. Practice dying, Plato said. Forget practice. Say I'm gone. If not today, tomorrow. Don't let them be sad. Or let them be sad and be done with it, tempus fugit. But imagine they're dealing with the detritus. Good Lord, she kept this? I try to throw something away every day. Its stuff sticks like Velcro. Problem being, ghosts of regret haunt numerous things already gone. Will the next to go leave a new hole in my heart? And if it does it matter? Does matter matter? If I'm dead? Not if, when? When I'm dead. When? Late breakfast. We were college freshmen, Annette and I, not away in some swell dorm like you, but living at home and studying 2 nights a week at her house. It was quiet there. Her mother sewing in her room, father out policing. We were unlikely partners. Annette, serious and focused. I, yearning to concentrate, yet doomed to distraction with unrequited passion, ever checking for the hallowed hour when the martinet called it a night. At last, into the white interrogation bright kitchen for the holy ceremony. Strips of bacon sizzling crisp, eggs slipped in sunny side, strawberry jam on Wonder Toast. Then, perfection not happy without a flaw, the police off duty. Stern, silent, scary as his work. Didn't he just have to sit there with his newspaper and his beer? Sunday night dinner party. The tableau so searingly etched, a lifetime later, the mere words, Greenwich Village, bring back the anonymous brownstone. Living room cozy in amber light, glowing hearth, crock of pâté, incessant Kents, scotch aplenty, crusty loaves at the candlelit buffet, a rose con pollo in a clay pot, Chianti, laughter, Mozart. Life might have ended then, quitting while ahead, but the host said, "You've got to meet our friend John. He'll love you." John, phoned in Riverdale, arrived, and I loved his green MG. fine dinner the next night at his high-ceilinged club. And the filet he fixed the night after, that might have been the beginning of ever after, had there been more dining than whining, had he not smashed the MG and never called again. Onward. You don't see Billy Collins sitting down to write a novel, or Kay Ryan, Ted Kooser, or Wisława Szymborska for that matter. Versifiers stick to their lasts, grateful for the narrow brevity of their craft, knowing that however many pages they penned wouldn't pack anywhere near the comfort of a consolation, the touché of a revenant, the punchline of a four-moon planet, a mere 3 of Billy's beauties. Nor is it likely any of their wordier works would knock old Roth off his pedestal, or have a hapless reader up to all hours to find out how it ends. Poets get to where they're going fast, and everyone else gets to go to sleep. So why should I, who also show up in the vineyard, be rattled by yet another agent's rejection of yet another iteration of my fiction? Because far from unflappable, my persona is of the ragtag variety. I am given to flap. There is hope, though, and that, as Miss Dickinson, no windbag herself, said, is the thing with feathers. Onward, which happens to be the last word of the last novel I shall ever write, and you will never read. Working girl. I was 15 the summer I was summoned out of a novel into Sammy's Market where Daddy had the butcher concession. The owner was a sad-eyed Greek who gave me a taste of a mysterious salad with olive oil, oregano, and feta cheese. I was given what passed for a company car, a $300 considerably used blue Plymouth to get to and from the liver, beef or calves, lamb chops, loin or rib, chicken, stewing or fryer, hamburger, chuck or regular, and you wonder why I don't eat meat. There were wooden slabs on the floor, a long clean counter filled with various red and pink animal parts, 2 scales, a dangerous slicing machine, and a butcher block with knives, cleavers, and roll of brown paper. You tore some off, placed the item diagonally, bacon, say, 63 cents a pound, and wrapped it, leaving a corner to jot down and tally the costs. Daddy's brain was a computer that could add long sums 4 across at a glance. My addition was cause for concern. Because of that or not, some customers wanted only my father with his stained white apron and his twinkly greeting. How was the prettiest girl in town? A pair of saloon-like swinging doors led to the back, sprinkled with sawdust, a deep sink, gas burners where someone boiled wieners for lunch, and a restroom you got in and out of fast. Behind a hefty door with heavy latch was the freezing cold cooler hung with a side or 2 of dead cow awaiting dismemberment. The year was 1951. A stamp was 3 cents. Gas, 20 cents a gallon. And the big clock in the store took its sweet old time ticking away the 2 years it took for me to make my getaway.